Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, January 4th, it looks like. Wow. How did that happen? Haven't done a video in a couple of days. Well, it's been about a month, I guess, or a little over. Haven't decided what exactly it is that I was going to do, so I figured I would just come on here and talk about a couple of blends that I was given over the holiday. And also a quick run of how I clean silver on my pipes. So for that, I have this very, let me see if I can get that to focus there. Very, very tarnished B10 caramel spigot. I've had this for a while. I don't smoke this all that often. I don't know why. Smoke's great, but I smoke a little bit. But as you can see inside of there, I'm going to take the ash straight out of here to do what it is I'm going to do. And I'm going to do first things first. So, got my coffee here. Yeah, you can read that. You can pause that if you want. A little bit of French roast and some heavy cream. Really like that combination. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take some ash from your pipe. Okay, the finer ash is better just because it gets on there a lot more. I'm going to just take out just a little bit more. I try not to get too many of the bigger pieces in there, but sometimes it happens. This was some Germain's Royal Jersey Latakia mixture I was smoking yesterday. I don't know if you guys ever run into the issue of, well, I say it's an issue, it's not really an issue, but where you smoke a bowl of tobacco and it just hits all the notes for you and you're like, wow, I could smoke this for the rest of my life and be completely just everything I want in tobacco. So you load up a second bowl and smoke it, and it's like completely reciprocal to what you had before, and it's awful. So I've mentioned before to some of my friends that I don't particularly like Virginia tobaccos. I guess, you know, it's all the years growing up in Texas and cutting hay and being around in it in August and stuff, and it's not good. So I don't like those really grassy notes. I don't like that in my coffee. I don't drink Latin American coffees for the same reason. So it really came out yesterday with this Latakia mixture, original Latakia mixture from Germain's. The second bowl came out very, very Virginia, and about 40% into the bowl, it started really ashing out. I thought maybe my cadence was off or something, but I thought I was smoking at the same rate that I was, but I kind of gave up on the bowl, and that was really it. But so anyways, back to get on this. So you'll notice here, I've got just a little bit of ash right inside of there. So touch the end of your finger to your tongue, and I want you to look at that spot right there, okay? So you're gonna take a little bit of ash on there, and you're just gonna do that. Just barely rub it. It doesn't take much at all. Just rub it, do a little circle. You don't, I mean, I'm rubbing it a lot more than what I normally do here just for the video to kind of show you. Okay, now you'll see, all right, now. See how much shinier that is? That's the unpolished piece, and that's the polished. You can see. So it doesn't even, I mean, the only reason why I use saliva on here to do this is just because it's available. You can use water. You can use a little alcohol, I guess, something like that. But this will get 90% of the tarnish off. Sometimes you'll have some much more stubborn tarnish that's on there, and I'm actually not gonna going to take all this off for the sake of the video. You can see there's a little bit of tarnish right here still that's on there. So it'll do the same thing. You just got to go over it a couple of times to get it to completely come out. But that's it. So those of you who are nuts about having your silver polished like crazy, pipe ash, a little spit after every single one. You can even take a tissue, put in a little bit of water and get some pipe ash, and just go this. Just take the ash out of the bowl and just polish it up a little bit, and literally that quick. It doesn't. I don't notice that it eats the silver away any. Sometimes you get the polishing cloths and stuff like that, and it'll take silver off, and eventually your marks and stuff like that, your assay marks and stuff like that, they'll start wearing out, and it's hard to see. Of course, that happens with silver anyways because it's a fairly soft metal. But anyhow, so that's it. I notice it works on silver. I've not tried it on copper or brass or anything like that. I collect Zippo lighters too. I say I collect them. I really like Zippo lighters, so I end up having a bunch of them around. And that's what I use to light my pipes. Sometimes I'll use matches, but it's kind of hard to find a match since Superman died. But anyhow, so today I'm gonna try some blends that I got through a Secret Santa exchange with Pipe Smokers of Ireland. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. If you follow Mark Irving or Mike Irving, whatever his name is, it does the Peterson pipe notes. He mentioned their group pipe every year. I've been a member of Pipe Smokers of Ireland for years, and there's a very close relationship with Peterson with those guys. I basically only smoke Peterson. I have 2 pipes in my rotation that are not Petersons. One of them I got at JJ Fox in London, and it's a basket pipe that was made by Dunhill. It's a fantastic smoker. I don't smoke it that often because I don't really care for straight pipes, but I didn't have a straight pipe at the time and was like, you know what, let me try to revisit this. I was in London with my wife for the first time I'd ever gone, and decided that I would get a pipe to commemorate it. So that's what I got. It was cheap enough. It smokes great. There's nothing wrong with it. And the other one is an LCS Briar that was gifted to me by Simon. When I'm in London, I try to meet up with Simon. We're both members of Pipe Club of London. And, most of you guys may have come to my channel because you saw me on his channel last time I was in London. Simon's a great guy. He's a fantastic pipe maker. Really cares about what he's doing. His pipes always look really fantastic. He's a big bear of a guy like myself, and just a real sweetheart and got a big heart. So I have one of his pipes that he gave me. It's a very small pipe, so if I'm out like walking in the evening or something and I need a 15 or 20 minute smoke, that's the pipe. The pipe for today is going to be my 4S. It's got some great bird's eye in it, and you can see the range of sunburst there because of the way I smoke it. So, but I haven't had that pipe for very long, but it's from the early 70s. It was a secondhand pipe that I got. So a couple of tobaccos that I ended up getting over the holiday was Bourbon Street Match by Sutliff. 150 Mark Twain by Sutliff. I've had this before. It's very good. I think most people suggest that it's an aromatic, but it's a very burley heavy, which I love burley. I can smoke straight burley. It's fine. And another one is Old Professor, which is a very interesting one. The first time I ever had this, I didn't care so much for it. So I'm interested in revisiting this, and that's what I'm going to do today. Bourbon Street, I liked. It was very good. You can see by the color here, it's kind of a light brown beige color with some darker flecks in it. Smells great. Tasted it. It was pretty good. It's basically a standard English kind of blend. Mark Twain, again, it's a very heavy. It's probably got some topping or casing on it, but I can't really put my finger on it. If anything, it may just be some like sugar or something like that to kind of sweeten it up a little bit. The burley in it's very good. but this is Old Professor. So, and it's supposed to be, I can't remember, I don't remember the profile stance on, or profile for it whatsoever from the website, but as you can tell, it's a very mixed flake. I think it's probably going to be in English along the lines of like Nightcap or something, because that's clearly what it smells like. It's a very heavy English kind of, not that Nightcap is that heavy of an English. I've had heavier, but a full English, I should say. So that's kind of what this is. So I haven't had this in a couple of years, probably 3-4 years. And I hadn't really gotten a whole lot into the English blends. I've really been into them a lot more lately than I ever have. I'm still predominantly, if you were to ask me what tobacco would I likely smoke, if I only had one tobacco, it's probably going to be like a very dark black Cavendish that's not cloying or anything like that. But English is getting right up there. I started out smoking black Cavendish when I was a kid. I say a kid, I was a teenager. Smoked it almost exclusively until my mid-30s. I enjoyed it, but I didn't like the really, really super sweet ones or anything like that. They burn too hot, they screw up your pipes, whatever. They gum up your pipes, I should say. So, but that's it. I started getting into English blends, I would say probably about 10 years ago. And here in the last couple of years, I've really found some nice versions of them that I really, really, really enjoy. Like, it's hard for me to think of a tobacco that's better. But again, those are usually Germains or Esoterica or, you know, some really high-end ones that guys don't really go. I guess I'm just kind of a snob. So anyways, I'm gonna fire this up and give you guys my my thoughts. So right up front, the Orientals sing. Very perfumey. At least that's what I think of Orientals. I think of Latakia as the smoky, leathery, like Islay Scotch type flavors, even somewhat iodine. I mean, almost identical to Islay Scotch. Orientals I find is floral and flowery, perfumey. Virginias are that grassy flavor that are in there, and they're okay inside of an English blend for me. And then Black Cavendish is that chocolate silky kind of flavor, and I think this has got all those in there. Orientals really sing in this. It's very good. Smoke is pretty pungent, but the room note's not so bad. So I'm gonna keep smoking this, and I hope you guys have a good day. I mean, I've just about 15 minutes on this video, so it's one of the longer ones I've posted up there. Give me ideas if you guys want to hear anything specific. Appreciate a like and subscribe. I try to post videos more than once a month, but maybe I'll branch out into some other subjects. You know, I work in an archaeology field here in Israel, and also kind of a history buff and stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions in that manner, you can also feel free to ask me, and I'll try to address them on here. I'll try not to get too heavy, because I don't want to get any crazy comments or anything like that about guys from left field. You know, we all run into those, and that's not what this is about. So, anyways, keep your pipes lit, keep them filled, smoke good tobacco. Life's too short. All right, cheers.